Yo, this is JSF. How y'all doing? Actually working on a couple of other videos, which has been taking all my time. But in the meantime, I wanted to at least talk about this because this is something that I had seen that like kind of was like, come on, y'all, what are y'all doing? But anyway, before I even get into any details, I just want to show y'all something, right? Let's just have me land a hit. You see how the damage resets every time? Look at that shit. That's basically 70% of your life, basically, right? Shit looks nuts, right? And I'm gonna set him in a block stance. So he's blocking, right? He's not blocking low, but he's blocking. All right, now let's do this. You see how he got frozen there? Like, I'm doing the setup wrong. Like, it's unblockable, right? Like, he's guaranteed to get frozen if you can get him to stay in that position, right? Right? And the last one I can go for a little bit more of a damage and combo. I don't have to just go for the little shit I went for, you know? Basically, this move looks crazy and everybody's saying this move is so broken, like this move can never be in customs because in the corner this shit is fucked up. This move is way too good to ever be any kind of competitive play. Like NetherRealm is crazy if they make this competitively viable, right? And to that I say, yeah, not really. While there are setups for this in the corner, like I'm showing you right now, I'll show you as an example, right? Because I like to show examples that way you think I'm not just fucking talking out of my ass, right? Say you land a hit in the corner, you backdash, go into this, into that, into that, do the first crazy combo or whatever I did, right? I'm gonna get hit the first time, right? Now I'm gonna block. You see that? Like I got frozen again, but do you see the windows of opportunity there? Look. Oh, I gotta get hit the first time. I gotta get hit the first time. Jump clean out of it. Mashed out of it. Right? And I'm still not, I didn't get frozen until then, so I could have got out of it, right? Let's go to, hold on, let me set the AI to block. Let me set the AI to block. And then, what did I put on block? Oh, no, stance. Boom, right? Mash out of it. Now let me do it a little bit. Let me do the setup a little bit differently. Right? We're trying to mash out of it. I get clapped for mashing, right? I get clapped. So if they do this, I cannot mash out of it. Boom, 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 boom. But I can jump out of it, right? You don't get a clean jump out? Well, maybe you do. Right? My point is, there are multiple different setups for Frost Core Trap. There are multiple different setups. This is just two of them that I've seen. They're all very similar to this. But the problem with it is all of this shit is corner dependent. It's dependent on you landing a hit first, which good fucking luck landing a hit as Frost as a character with no mix-ups, no 9-10 frame mid. Her fastest mid is 11 frames and the range is not great. You know, tons of recovery on her buttons. Like, good luck landing a hit on somebody in the corner. You know what I mean? And then if you do, they know what you're trying to do. So they know to try to get out of it at all costs. Like, if people don't know anything about this move or this character, sure, this seems really good. It seems overpowered, right? But once you have actually looked at it and labbed it, it's really not that strong. Not to mention it takes a bar meter to use the move. And when this move was first, like, when we first saw it in the game, right? People thought, oh, this is like Captain Cold's level 2 trait. No, the fuck it's not. Because if you're standing in the ice, nothing happens to you. If you're standing inside the block, absolutely nothing happens to you at all. Absolutely nothing. The only way you get hit by this is if you're touching the edges. Like, you see his foot is touching the edge, then you take the 1% unblockable damage, and then after a few seconds you get frozen. The freeze is unblockable. So that's what makes the move good. Like, it sounds like really overpowered. It's like, oh, it's unblockable, it's this big ass block. It's not a big ass block. It's a couple of beams of light. This shit doesn't even have as much range as the fire going up in the towers of time. Another thing that people don't really acknowledge is you can't just throw this move out. As you see, right? You can't just throw this move out. To use this move, it has to hit them. Like, they have to be inside the box for this move to work. Or be hit by the ice, right? Like, you see how that didn't work? Now let's try it again. That works. But if I go here, don't work. A little closer. Now it works because his leg's in it, right? And when we go to mid-screen, right? When we go to mid-screen, because people are only really talking about the corner mainly. I have him stance block. Say I wanna end a combo in this, right? I want to put him in the box after I end the combo, right? Not to mention you're gonna have to use a bar of meter to get the combo, right? Because Frost's only meterless launcher is a 16 frame load that doesn't have any fucking range. She doesn't have any overheads except this and this. Like, so there's no reason to block high. You duck and block low. Like, so you're not really gonna catch people slipping with this unless you got like a shimmy going on, where you think where they think you're gonna throw and you go for this. Hey, maybe you land it. Cool, good for you. But here's what happens: you give up damage to go for this setup, right? You give up damage to go for this, right? And then the opponent has the opportunity. Oh shit, it's already on. To roll forward, even though he rolled right into the ice. You know, like, they have options at this point, right? They can roll out of it, they can jump back out of it. They don't have to deal with this, right? Like, or he can just stay in the middle of it and wait for you to approach. Because as of right now, he's in no danger, and then it's gone, right? It's just, there's a lot more to this move. I don't want to make a 30-minute video about it. But the gist of it is, this move is not overpowered at all. This move could be put in the game, like when they add custom moves, this move could be put in the game exactly the way it is and it would be fine. Now, do I think they're going to nerf it slightly? Yeah, I do. Just because it can be overwhelming to people who don't understand, don't know what it is. It looks overwhelming, but it's really not, so I can see it getting nerfed. But this, I think Frost needs something. Like, she's the worst character in the game. And like, the crazy part is people were telling me the worst character, and they're not telling me, they're just saying this character is the worst character in the game, but this one move is too broken. It needs to be banned. It needs to be banned. It's way too good. And that's just complete fucking cap. Not to mention, if I do get this like type of setup going, well, now he's fucking, let's take the rolling off for a second, or the wake ups off for a second. Is he still blocking? Yes. Okay, cool. Nah, I'm gonna just do this. Like, you can try to get something like that going, but it becomes once they know what it is, they're just gonna get away from it. They're just not gonna let you, like, maybe there's some secret setup to this that I'm not aware of, but I'm just fairly certain that this is not as scary. Like, you can do something like that, but that costs you a bar of meter. Like, every time you use this move, you lose a bar of offensive meter, no matter what. And Frost's damage already isn't that high. And let's say you get a combo off of this, like a mid-screen, you get this. Woo, woo, woo. Do you go for your little 20%? that cost you a bar and meter. Like, you spent the bar and meter, got 20% damage. Or do you try to go, oh, wait, you can't. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, you can't even do another one. Maybe if I'll wait it out longer. Yeah, if I stall with it, maybe I can get a second one out. But like, do you go for that, or do you go for, you know, the quote unquote max damage, which is going to be very, very low damage? Like, the damage you get off of this shit is not good. And in the corner, right? In the corner, well, Liu Kang's not a good example. His damage isn't amazing either. But in the corner, Frost can, let's say, get 60-70% off 2 touches, right? Or off a touch into a setup, you know, and then the setup is another touch, right? She can get, for 2 bars of offensive meter, she can get like 60% of damage or something, 70%. So what? So can Gearus, so can Jackie, so can Spawn, so can Joker in the corner, and Madman. Like, there are a lot of characters who can do what she does. Like, it's not like this move is super broken, super good. It's just not. Like, it's just hella cap. And it's just always funny to me when I see people who don't know anything about Frost telling me how good this move is. Or even people who play Frost saying it, right? And that's the thing. Like, it may seem really, really good, but a lot of people look at setups or see videos on Twitter and they don't go into the lab and say, hey, is this real? Is this, you know what I mean? And there's some setups and situations where, yeah, this will be real for the most part. There's some situations where I can't fully jump out of it in the corner, right? Where, how do we, let me just take them off, right? There are some situations where, like, I dash over Frost and do this, where, like, yeah, he can't fully jump out of it safely, right? But it'll be a situation where I hit you as you're, I'm trying to show it, but this is a really bad fucking example. So I'm just recording pressing up. It'll be like that, right? And with Frost, if you get somebody, like, as they're going in the air, you're not gonna get a full combo, or you're not gonna get a full setup. Like, this part of one of her problems as a character, right? If I go for this button, you know what I mean? If something like that happens, right? Where you won't just get, it won't vortex, basically is what I'm trying to say. So, like, it won't loop into itself over and over and over again. It just won't. So it's just basically, long and short of it is, this move is the most overrated move I've ever seen in this game. Like, holy shit. Like, I don't see a bunch of people talking about it, but when I see it get brought up, people are like, oh, that has to be nerfed, right? That's way too good. It's really not that good. I just wish that there was anybody else who knew anything about this character. But I'm certain that I'm the only one who sits around and labs this character as much as, like, I did and as much as I do. Like, I've looked at all of Frost's moves already. Most characters, I've never seen their custom moves. I've looked at all of hers already. A lot of them will need to be tweaked for customs, but that's because they're bad, not because they're too good. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, just some more cap, and I wanted to just call out the cap. And it's no disrespect to anybody, any content creators, anybody else, but you niggas is just wrong. It's not like I'm trying to disrespect y'all, but you guys have much bigger platforms than me, and you're spreading misinformation that may get to the developers who don't know that much about fighting games, and they may make a knee-jerk reaction decision to nerf my favorite character because you niggas are wrong. So that's why I make these type of videos, in case anyone's wondering. But hey, man, if y'all enjoy the content, subscribe. I'm working on a follow-up to my last video, Scorpion video that y'all really liked, but fucking editing takes forever, man. So give me like another day, hopefully. And there's one more video I wanna do that's like a big video, but hey, we'll get to it. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Y'all stay safe. JSF, I'm outie.